Welcome 6th grade to Mrs. Ayer's online learning platform. So I'm going to make a video that just is a quick overview of yesterday's lesson and today's lesson, the area of parallelograms and the area of triangles. A quick few notes from yesterday though. These online Google Classroom is not a group message. So any commenting should only be done if you are commenting something specific on the assignment for your peers. Now, teachers do not receive notifications for comments, and we do not receive notifications even for private comments. The entire Google Classroom is set up using one Resurrection Middle School Gmail account, so we do not receive individual notifications. If you have a question, you need to reach out to us directly using our Resurrection email or the Google Voice number that was provided to you. You can text that number and you can call that number if you need help. Although you should not procrastinate, teachers are only going to be available from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. After 4 p.m., it is at the discretion of each teacher. So I have been responding after 4 p.m., but that's not a guarantee. But it is a guarantee that if you want help, you want us to see your request for help, you need to message us directly. Okay? So let's get started. The area of a parallelogram was yesterday's assignment. I did extend yesterday's assignment to today because some people were having trouble. Again, if you're having trouble, reach out to me directly. I did not see a lot of your messages until later last night when I have to go to the page directly and start reading the comments. However, you'll notice your comment section blew up to over 150 comments, so it was impossible for me to navigate who needed help and who did not need help. Okay? So if you did not do the assignment, then you can complete the assignment and turn it in by midnight tonight. And remember to log in onto your Khan Academy, into your assessments website. You need to be logged in on your Gmail account, your personal Gmail account, in order to access those websites. Okay? So the area of a parallelogram is equal to the base times the height. Base times the height. Okay? And in my first example here, your base would be along the bottom, and then we would have a height here, the height of our parallelogram. So if I told you here that the base was 9 and the height is 5, could we figure out the area? And the answer is yes. The area is going to be equal to 9 times 5, which is 45. And we weren't given units here, but know that area is given in units squared. What does that mean? Well, that means that it is not 45 squared, but my units are squared. My units are squared. So if we're talking about distance, then this would be 9 units. And area produces units that are squared, square units. Okay. Let's look at the next parallelogram. This parallelogram is a little different, so I'm going to give you a few values here. I'm going to tell you that the length of this side here is 13 centimeters. Okay. The length of this side is 7 centimeters. Okay. But notice that I will additionally give you another length here, and I will call this 5 centimeters. Okay. I'm going to give you a hint that I want you to remember for this entire lesson, this entire unit that we're doing on area, perimeter, and volume, is that the base and heights are always connected to right angles. So always look for the right angle. And right angles are indicated with a little square at the bottom. So here's the square. Which two sides are connected to that right angle? 13 centimeters and 9 centimeters. So that is going to be your base and your height. So the area is equal to 13 centimeters as my base times 5 centimeters as my height. And 13 times 5 is 65. So this would be 65 centimeters squared as my area. Notice in the first example that it was still base times the height. Okay? And there's still a rectangle. Since this was a regular rectangle, all the corners of the rectangle are 90 degrees. Okay? You want to do some math? Okay, now let's talk about the area of a triangle. Okay, the area of a triangle is going to be your base times your height divided by 2. So again, we're going to be looking for those right angles here. So let's look for the right angles in this first triangle. Okay, notice here, these two line segments produce that right angle. In most of your example problems, it will tell you where the right angle is. So then if I told you here that this is 8, and let's say 7, then the area, So then the area of this triangle, you take your base, which is 8, multiply it by the height, which is 7, And then we're going to divide by 2. Remember the order of operations. You must evaluate the numerator first and then divide it by 2. 8 times 7 is 56. Divide that now by 2. Half of 56 is going to leave you with 28. So the area of this rectangle would be 28 units squared. Okay. In my last triangle, let's fill it in. I'm going to give you some values here. Notice where the right angle is. So if I told you this is 9, 9, and 7. Okay. So you fill it in. What is the base of this triangle? What is the height of this triangle? And how can we solve? Okay. Okay. Actually, in this problem, let's make it a little bit different here. So let's say we don't know this value here. Let's call it x. Okay, let's call it x. And so here at the base of my triangle is 9 times, okay, the area of my triangle, or I'm sorry, times the height of my triangle, which I am going to call x, and I have to divide that by 2. 8 is not the height of the triangle because it is not part of the unit squared. So now let's remember that in order to solve this problem, though, I need to give you some more information. So let's say that the area here is, let's see, is 45. Okay? So the area here is going to be 45. So I can plug that in. Now we need to use inverse operations in order to solve this equation now. Remember, we want to solve for x. So in order to solve for x, we need to first get rid of the division on this side. What is the opposite of dividing by 2? The opposite of division is to multiply both sides by 2. Multiply by 2. If you have a 2 and a division of 2, remember these will cancel. 2 times 45 is 90. So now I have 90 is equal to 9 times x. Again, we want x by itself. Solve using those inverse operations. What's the opposite of multiplying by 9? To divide by 9. Okay? And 9 divided by 9 is 1, so I'm left with 1x is equal to 90 divided by 9 is 10. So the height of this triangle, x, is going to be equal to 10, and whatever my units are. It could be feet, centimeters, inches. Okay. So again, you do have an assignment again on the assessments website. If you happen to bomb the assignment, you do not do well, you did not understand yesterday's assignment, then you need to email me directly and I can reset that assignment for you to redo the assignment. If you want to redo any assignment on assessments, again, email me directly, I will reset it, but you must redo the assignment. Otherwise, you now take in, if you got a 30% and you do not redo the assignment, now you have a 0%. So you must commit to redoing the assignment if you want me to reset it. Okay. If you have any questions, again, email, call me directly. Say, hi, William. Hi. Got yogurt all over your face. Bye. William, you're going to be a YouTube star. Another note, you must complete for your notes grade, you must complete all the sections that are assigned to you in Khan Academy. So yesterday for the area of a parallelogram, there were 5 sections. Those are your notes grades. So just like in notes, if you only did 1 section, then you're only going to get 1 out of 5 points. Okay? You must complete all of the sections. Today for the area of triangles, there's 8 sections. To get your notes grades, then you need to complete all of those sections. It shows me I can see who has completed it, who hasn't completed it, the scores that you received on your assessments website. It gives me all of your grades. If you need to upload something, please attach it to the assessments website. It should give you a box where you can enter in text, and then there's an icon that looks like this with some mountains in it and a sun. Click on this and attach your attachment as a picture so that I can see it when I'm grading, okay? Any questions on how to do that, please message me and reach out.